Hey there guys and gals, my name is Luke, this is beautiful Susan, and this is Campers Cafe, which is part of the Outdoor Gear Review. Now today this is a very special episode because this is actually a versus episode of Campers Cafe. Susie, what do we have?
Today we are going to compare Backpackers Pantry and Mountain House, and what we are comparing is chili mac. So chili macaroni and beef, chili mac and beef, same thing. Same name, you know, you guys get it. We wanted to put these to the test and see which one actually does taste better.
Head to head, these are two very popular options which you can find at like Walmart and so on, outdoor stores and whatnot. So, which one is better? We are about to find out. Let's boil some water, and let's get to it.
So Luke and I are not necessarily comparing all the ingredients in these two entrees. We're simply comparing the flavor of chili mac. This one has some beans in it. I'm not sure if this one does. They cost the same. We found these on Amazon for $8. This will vary in price between $8 to $10 depending on where you purchase it. You guys know that we're fans of Mountain House. Usually their flavors are spot on.
Both of these are very popular options, but I have to say that I've read more negatives about the Backpackers Pantry than I have the Mountain House. Now that doesn't alter our opinion, it's just simply what we've read, what we've heard. I'm excited to see which one is the best. Now when it comes to cooking directions, they are actually pretty different. Yes, you have to boil water, but here with the Backpackers Pantry, this takes roughly double the time than it does here with the Mountain House meal. For this one here, this has to sit for 15 to 20 minutes, whereas the Mountain House meal, you are looking at about 9 minutes. So there's a huge difference between the two. All right, so Susie just opened up the packages here. There are immediate differences between the two, isn't there?
Definitely. The Mountain House noodles are bigger. You can see chunks of beans in there. It smells really good.
It really looks hearty.
It does. The Backpackers Pantry resembles maybe like Kraft mac and cheese. The noodles are very thin, and you see chunks of beef, I'm assuming. You don't see very much seasoning in there.
I'll tell you what, folks, the differences in appearance are staggering. This one here has a bunch of like square pieces of meat floating in the top and some noodles down at the bottom. Looks very watery, whereas the Mountain House is very, very thick. You have the thick noodles, the beans, the meat. It's striking. All right, everybody. Well, we have about 10 seconds before the 20-minute mark is up. You know, the fairest way to do this was to make the Mountain House meal wait for roughly 10 minutes to eat it so that this one would be ready. Basically, what we want to do is to compare them side by side and not eat one 10 minutes later, you know what I mean? That would give us the best flavor profile and we could compare them directly. So, timer is up. That's it. That is exactly what I was afraid of. That's exactly how I thought it was going to look.
I can tell the noodles are definitely done though.
Yeah. Time for the Mountain House meal. Gosh, what a difference. Which one do you guys want to eat?
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Wow. So let's look at them side by side.
All right, everyone. So in front of me, we have the Mountain House meal. In front of Susan, we have the Backpackers Pantry. Again, both are chili mac. These, they couldn't be any different.
Yeah. If you put this in front of me and said, here's your chili mac, I'm not sure I'd be convinced that I'm eating chili mac.
Right. Well, you know, let's play out this scenario. If we went to a restaurant and they brought this out to me and brought this out to you, how happy would you be?
I would not be happy.
Yeah, that would go back because that looks like pure slop.
Yeah.
I can't believe that's what they sell. I've never tried this before. This is the first time seeing this. I'm floored. That looks like just slop.
But let's not judge them on looks alone.
Right,
we are going to taste them. So let's go ahead and...
I'll tell you what, I would like to try that one first. Can I?
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll try the Mountain House. It looks very appetizing. It looks thick. There's beans in it.
Yep. Okay, so yours is very saucy. Mine's very watery. There's not really any sauce to it.
Not very much at all.
No. So here we go. Shall we talk about it, or do you want to switch?
Let's switch.
Okay. let's talk about the underdog first, the Backpackers Pantry. I was pleasantly surprised. It's actually not bad.
It is not bad. It is cooked to perfection, really. I was expecting crunchy noodles. I know you may be thinking they put too much water in it, but we did not. We measured it. It takes double the amount of the Mountain House. And I think that is to cook all the noodles. They've plumped up nicely. I'm glad that they're cooked and not crunchy. It has a chili mac taste to it.
It's more subtle, namely because there's no sauce to it.
No.
Yeah, I mean, so it's like you have a little bit of the meat and the noodle, there's some chili flavor, and it's not bad. It's not bad. Mountain House.
Let's move to that one.
This is the king of chili mac.
Yes, I think it's clear that we have a winner. It is Mountain House. This is thick, like chili mac. It has the beans, it has chunks of beef, the noodles. It's cooked perfectly as well.
Yeah.
Nothing's crunchy.
The sauce is really what makes it. I mean, it's more like a hearty meal where I can't say this is hearty, you know, not at all. This really feels like something like, I don't know, Chef Boyardee maybe? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's lacking the sauce.
This one is just so hearty. I think that's the word.
I prefer Mountain House. I think Mountain House wins.
Agreed. But you know, I do like this actually.
You do?
I think there's a lot of people who will not. You know what I mean?
It's pretty bland.
It's watery, it's bland. The noodles are almost mushy, whereas those are like, they still have a good, you know, noodle bite to them.
While that one is not bad, I mean, it's not disgusting. You still get that flavor of chili mac. If you like chili macaroni with beef, I would pick the Mountain House.
So it's time for a rating. 10 spoons is the best, no spoons is the worst. Starting with Mountain House. What do you give it, hun?
I would have to give this 10 spoons.
Yeah, I would have to say 10 spoons.
10 spoons.
It's right on the money. It's exactly what you think of when it comes to chili mac.
It is.
I mean, they hit
Exactly.
every single mark perfectly. All right, Backpackers Pantry. Let me tell you, that is a huge serving of this stuff. You better have a bunch of people with you because there's no way one person's going to eat all that.
Yeah, the bag is still really full. I mean, it's packed full.
Yeah. Okay, so what's your rating?
It's just so bland. I'm going to give it 3 spoons.
Oh, okay. I'm going to give it 4 spoons out of 10.
4. Okay, well, we're pretty close on that.
Yeah. 4 spoons. I don't hate it. I think it's just merely average good. I've had worse than this. If I was on a trail and I was hiking and I was hungry, I could eat this and I'll be content. But there are people out there who are not going to like this. I mean, just straight up. People who have more refined taste than I do. This is mushy, it's watery, it's not very flavorful. There's no elements to it. There's only noodles and meat and water. That's it.
Yeah, that's
And
it.
I think that's the most shocking thing about it is that it's that simple. It's that simple. It's not what I expected.
It is just so subtle.
You know, I think what I'm the most surprised about is that I don't hate this one, the Backpackers Pantry.
I think I know what's missing.
Okay.
This has tomato paste in it,
Yeah. And this one does not.
and that doesn't. So there is nothing to have like a saucy consistency in it. That's what's missing, and this has the tomato paste.
Right. All right, guys, that pretty much wraps it up for this episode of Campers Cafe, the very first Versus episode. Mountain House, you are the winner. Fantastic. Backpackers Pantry,
Ding, ding, ding.
kind of odd. Still not bad, just odd. I think some people will absolutely hate this, whereas I kind of like it. It's okay.
Yeah.
There's going to be plenty who do not like this.
Yep. Stick with Mountain House. The flavor is there. So let us know if you want to see more Versus with Campers Cafe.
Make sure to share your thoughts about these meals, about us, the video, the series, the channel, whatever. We will see you guys around. Strength and honor, everybody.
Bye.